Are crappy links better than no links?
Ooh,
Uh, you know what? It
depends. Let's first off, let's
it's
start by
okay.
defining crappy links because there's like a wide.
Well, let me give the short answer first, then we'll
Okay.
explain it. I will say that especially in like for new sites, having crappy links in the beginning, you can really get them to pop pretty good. But you're kind of playing with fire a little bit, and you know you'll want to do some maintenance, go back in there and build some good links to basically balance the scales. I'm not condoning building a bunch of crappy links in the beginning, but I would be lying if I said that I haven't seen it work, especially like in the kind of like the honeymoon phase of a website, the kind of the beginning when it really starts to take off for getting some traffic and rankings. And it could last for quite a while. It could last for months or even a year or something before it starts to kind of have these problems if they never kind of go back and start building some good links to kind of balance things out a bit. Um, so yeah, and short answer, I would say having some links, even if they're kind of crappy, would be better than having exactly no links. But you'd want to build some good links too.
Yeah.
But where were you gonna go with
Okay.
this, Nick? You're gonna.
Back to it because everybody's got
Well,
a
what's your
different
what's your short
definition of
answer first?
crappy. Well, no, I can't give it without telling my definition of crappy
Okay, go
backlinks,
for it.
right? Because when I think of crappy, I think of like really garbage spam that's auto-generated across a bunch of useless websites. And really, I would say abstaining from that is the best thing to do, not using those kinds of links unless you really know what you're doing. And obviously, if you're just trying to hit a website with a bunch of GSA style links, you're better off not doing it. And especially like if you might
Yeah.
get a website to rip and you spend a good amount of content on it, maybe even bought an age domain or whatever you did, you've got upkeep that you're going to want. You're going to want some longevity to this thing. And if you really spam it out, even if you get a blip on the radar, it's possible that you'll just drop off at random at some point in time. And then it's incredibly hard to build that trust back up with Google.
Petey,
So
if you're still here, by the way, while we're answering it, let us know what you mean by crappy backlinks. But
yeah.
we'll keep on going.
So when I think of what a lot of people think of as crappy backlinks, they're links that I do use. So when I think of, let's change the word crappy to just lower authority. Are lower authority links better than no links? Like if all I can get is directories, citations, forums, blog comments, there are right ways to use these. Homepage, make things look natural, natural anchors. Um, so there are ways to use that to where, yes, especially in low competition areas, or SERPs rather, you're going to be able to beat out some competitors that don't have these links. But I'm talking about lower authority, right? Or
So this is
even,
what he says. He says like a link from a new site with a DA of 4. And so yeah, I mean if it's a relevant link, you know, this it makes sense for that site to link to you. That's not a crappy link. It's
no,
just a low authority link.
yeah, just
We
low
wouldn't say
authority.
that's crappy. It's
No,
just low authority.
yeah. And even like, if I'm thinking of like Fiverr low end guest posts, so long as they're mixed in, like, the best um, thing that's going to insulate a site, especially up front, is diversification of these links. When you can really diversify a link profile, meaning the types of links you're using are all different, the anchors are relatively different or safe anchors, naked, branded, random, and they're all going to the homepage, at a higher ability to get away with lower authority, quote, spammier techniques. And yeah, they can give you an edge above the competition. But a lot of this too, is a hypothetical based on what SERPs you're trying to go after, how big your website is, and countless other variables that go into an SEO campaign. But as a generalization, yeah, that would be my answer. Is you know, uh, crappy links can be better than having no links. However, real crappy links, like GSA style links and then not doing anything else, or just low end PBN
What
and you
about
just
this?
take a
What
brand new
about,
site,
I was more so
and you
talking
just
about,
blast it with like 10, 15 PBNs. No links is better because
yeah,
ultimately you are teeter-tottering on crashing this
well, that's
site and then
dangerous.
making
Yeah.
it useless, right? So at that point in time, with no longevity in mind, the ultimate goal is to get to monetization, to get return on your investment.
Yeah, I was just thinking
So you got to
about
think
more
about it
like,
from that.
kind of like spammed out blog comments or kind of like link farm
Yeah.
guest post sites, just like real cheap kind of guest post stuff like that. And I would say that
But you can get
stuff's,
them to
is
work.
kind of okay. Especially if you get it like relevant and stuff and you just don't get a super ton of it. I would say it's definitely better than no links, but you know, what we keep coming back to is you'll want to build some quality links eventually.
Yes. Yeah.
So, I think people ask this question, or you might be asking this question because, uh, links can cost you. And what I'll say is that it's it's dangerous to look for shortcuts when building backlinks. And you can end up wasting a lot more time and money than if you just did it super slow and correctly, because you're already doing something that Google keeps an eye on, right? You're already doing something that is not exactly following the rules. You're building backlinks here, so it's the best practice is to do things, as well as you can, rather than getting too crazy with it. But yeah, new site DA4, absolutely. Especially if it's relevant, get that link all day. That's absolutely a good link. It can be a good link. It's just a low authority. We even sell, we sell niche edits packs. Our barrage niche edits packs. They're low authority niche edits. We sell normal niche edits too, but our low authority niche edits, they only have between 10 and 50 referring domains. So they're actually quite low authority, and we love them. We like to use these links pretty often, especially if we need to diversify a site's backlinks. Like if the website has a bunch of really crappy auto-generated stuff, or a bunch of links that are not relevant, or just a bunch of Web 2.0s, or just, I don't know, just a bunch of stuff that's kind of like low tier stuff, a bunch of directories, and we need to diversify it away to just links from real sites, from relevant articles, and it's a great tool. Same with anchor text. We like to diversify anchor text with those types of links, because you need to build a bunch of links to tip the scales, basically, to something that looks more natural as a whole. And so doing that with cheaper links is just way more cost efficient, right? Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.